First album review in a while. Wow us, wow. Vince Staples is an extraordinary modern music artist. In some sort of primetime TV show, he would be that clever, devious character who makes fun of everyone, including himself. Annoys people, entertains people. We all love him no matter what. He's one of the smartest characters on the show. That's the vibe you get from Vince Staples. He's clever, well-read, creative, self-aware, young, and barely gives a fuck, or successfully pretends not to give one. He has built a media presence persona around himself, shading journalists and giving attitude with a capital A. We love it though. It's a part of who he is now and what he wants to present to the public. Even the Sprite advertising, man, the Sprite advertising is fucking brilliant. Does that represent him as a music artist? Not really sure anymore. It feels like on his previous releases it played a sufficiently important part, but on Big Fish Theory, his new album, it's just different. We had plenty of time to get into this record, to understand this record, and to enjoy it, and we did, a lot. To me personally, as a lot of smart hats in the comments already have noticed, the sound, the production, the music itself plays a more important role than, let's say, the lyrical content. And Staples' Big Fish Theory album seems to be made for people like me. In fact, some of the album's moments with less instrumental importance sound the least interesting to me. Vince invites game-changing electronic producers to the table to create an album full of complicated yet simple sound palettes. There are Justin Vernon providing beautiful, detailed co-production on the opener. Kristen Rich, who previously worked with Vince, deliver another hit, Big Fish. Zach Sekef, who you can probably call the main producer on the album, as he's presented mostly, and actually a total discovery for me personally there, as well as Ray Brady on another single, BAGBAK. Gotta keep an eye on those guys. Was really surprised with GTA, who produced one of my favorite tracks on the album, Love Can Be. Flume, adding his keynotes on Yeah Right, and perhaps the most experimental out of bunch, Jimmy Edgar on 745, and Sophie, our favorite Sophie, and his heavy influence on Yet the Same, Yeah Right, probably the most notable moment on the whole release. And on another one, more chilled one, Samo, or is it S-A-M-O? Not sure. It's interesting how the co-production plays off on this album. You could say that Vernon and Sekef blended out each other's verses quite seamlessly, but on Yeah Right track, the lines are evident and clear. Both Flume and Sophie bring out their distinctive parts, and it doesn't really mess things up. It integrates in a very beautiful, banging, even a little bit aggressive manner. Exactly the same happens with features here. It's Kendrick Lamar. He's the fucking king of the game. He owns the place. It's undoubtedly the most notable, memorable feature on the entire album. But not only due to it being performed by Kendrick Lamar, but also the production game and the interdependence between each and every element. The Laura Jane Lathraki Kuchka enchanting chorus kind of rounds everything up. This track is fucking amazing and totally deserves all the praise it has right now. Vince's new album is fully sound-centered, with him and his feature complementing it or fulfilling it, rather than overshadowing to tell a particular story or present a narrative. And I don't think that it's necessarily bad. In fact, that is what makes this album sound so consistent and wholesome. The only one standout theme I hear on the album is being this lonely guy in the club among hundreds of same lonely people, with banging music dominating the room with bass. Picture of neon lights hiding the real intentions and human emotions. Total control of illegal and legal substances. Girls, boys, and who knows who's losing their mind on a dance floor. Chatting in the long bathroom queues, ordering expensive drinks, and eating seafood cocktails. The ground zero of all of this is Party People track, another personal favorite of mine, produced and co-written by Sekef. It's heavy. It partly forces you to dance in a weird way and feel equally careless and guilty of the Carelessness. It's a huge tune. Talking about other features on everything else besides Yeah Right track, they seem just like a classic bonus flavor beat, but they are placed really well done. Love Can Be is amazing. Never could have imagined Damon Albarn appearing on a Vince Staples track, yet here we go. Ray J's vocals are really smooth too. Extraordinary Princess Kyla Kish as this mischievous, cute intro part. I just really love everything about this track. It's really good. A$AP Rocky's or Rick Ross's features are barely noticeable actually. Yet they still add chemistry to the whole bunch. They fit quite nicely. As well as Ty Dolla $ign on the lovely outro track, or Amy Winehouse sampled on Release Interlude, which is, I guess, adds to the whole lonely relationship maintaining, fame managing theme appearing throughout the whole record. All the features on this album are great choice and are great taste, so we salute Vince. There's a feeling that he invites and he mentions all of those artists because he is a fan and was somehow influenced by them and wants to shape his art, at least partly, by their contributions on him as a music artist. It does feel sincere and modern. I appreciate this kind of music scrapbooking approach a lot. Plus it does not really dominate like on Humans album by Gorillaz. Vince does it in a much better, particular solo music artist presenting way, and it's a very smart move. Another salute to Vince Staples and his genius mind, or his team, whoever, whatever. I can't really say that I'm completely obsessed with every niche thing on this release. Sometimes the party gets boring and you stay by the bar nodding to the beats, checking your phone and hope for some new adventures or your Uber notification. 745 is alright and is produced by one of the favorite producers of mine, Jamie Adger, but it doesn't really bring that much. It's an alright track. And kind of same with Ramona Park is Yankee Stadium. The track list is brilliant though, because right after that, Yeah Right kind of reigns over everything else that you've heard in a long time, and you cancel your Uber, cancel your new adventures, your club date, everything practically. Perhaps Homage is another breath-catching break, but it grows on you with more listens. You know, it's hard to say something bad about this release because firstly, it's a great fucking album. Secondly, I like Vince Staples, his music presence, his media presence, mind games he plays around. He seems like a very smart ass guy. He's fucking Sprite advertising all this funny shit. It's great. Finally, I like electronic music and I like visioning music, and this album is very visualizable, pleasantly so. I continue to fangirl hard and I thank Vincent, and thanks to Vince for creating one of this year's best albums of mine. That's it, that's the Socks About Big Fish Theory by Vince Staples. Love that album. What do you think about this album? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like this video and to share it with anyone who's interested in Vince Staples or in hip-hop or in experimental hip-hop or in experimental music or electronic music or in music in general. Let's start a conversation in the comments about this release. It's a good one, or you didn't really like it, let us know why. Also, we have lots of other videos to watch and lots of new videos coming up, so subscribe to this channel and follow us on social media everywhere. We hope you have plenty of brand new quality music to listen to. We sure do. That's probably everything we've got to tell you on this video, so peace off.